This is Dr. R.K. Dwivedi. Uh, First of all, I am rendering my sincere thanks and gratitude to all the renowned speakers who have agreed, in fact, to give their valuable, what I can say, to share their valuable thoughts. In this continuation of webinars, I would like to thank that our renowned speaker, Professor Dr. K.C. Deshmukh from Nagpur University, who is having, who has to speak in today's session. Dr. Abhimanyu Singh Yadav from Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi. He is also one of the speakers who is going to speak in second session. And tomorrow we have Dr. Vijay K. Patel, who did PDF in mathematics and statistics from IIT Kanpur, and he is going to share his valuable findings in root of functions, polynomial functions and transcendental functions. Another speaker, Dr. Purnendu Mishra, he also did fellowship from University of Warsaw, Poland. Then on day 3, Dr. Sandeep Kumar Chabak, he is the research scientist of geophysics group of Wadia Institute of Himalayan Institute, Dehradun. Then Dr. Mudita Juneja, she is also going to speak. She is head of the Department of Electronics from our university and the alumnus of Indian Institute of Technology, Varanasi. I'm really thankful to our organizing team members led by Dr. Alok Gehlot and ably supported by Dr. Ajit, who is heading the department, and nicely coordinated by our young and talented assistant professor, Dr. Gopal Kumar Gupta. He is also the alumnus of IIT BHU. So this is really giving me a strength that our team is having the strength to connect with the right spirit of people who could share their valuable findings to all the participants. In fact, I saw the huge participation list. Now I'm coming on to the topic of the webinar, that general mathematical tools in research, theory and application. So, friends, what I can say, if I talk about, basically I'm a computer science guy who thinks with respect to tool. All right. So I reverse the topic, that tools used for mathematical research. All right. So if I reverse little this topic, tools used for mathematical research, then I could easily speak a little bit, because if I talk about the tools used for mathematical research or mathematical findings, so this could be divided into two parts. One is hardware part and another one is the software part. So if I talk about the hardware part, so I can start from the calculator up to supercomputer. These all are the tools which are using what I can say for the research of mathematical research, especially I can say, because in simulation we have to what I can say, find some kind of mathematical relationship, and for that purpose we need a device also, and we need a software. And if I talk about the complexity part, then complexity part starts from addition. Perhaps addition is the first principle we learn in form of mathematics. All right, since our childhood, this is the first operation perhaps we learn. All right. So tools, mathematical tools are basically useful for correcting the addition, subtraction, and this could be up to any scale of solving the problem of NP, non-deterministic problem, and many the problem related with the reducibility. And if I range it, then mathematical tools are used to solve the problems of addition and subtraction, and ranges up to solving the problems of Y2K. Perhaps many of you are aware with the problem of Y2K. That is one of the biggest problem of the century, Y2K. जब ऐसा था कि 2000 में कंप्यूटर स्ट्रीम को लोगों ने फिनिश मान लिया था कि ये जो है ये खत्म हो जाएगी, Y2K की वजह से पूरी दुनिया का डेटाबेस गड़बड़ा जाएगा. बट mathematics has played a vital role, or what I can say, mathematical tools has played a vital role to resolve or to overcome with this problem. So there are many hardware tools, many software learning tools are available, and we all are using. In fact, this, if I talk about the simplest one, then using the mathematical equation editor from Microsoft Office Excel up to MATLAB or SPSS, any, if I go for upscaling part, there are n number of tools are available. And my dear good friends, the manner in which the researchers are learning mathematics influences how well they understand its concepts, principles and practices. So this mathematical tools are giving them a confidence to test the various things with various parameters. Many researchers have urged that to promote the learning with understanding, and what I can say, mathematics educator must consider the task of problem solving situations and tools used to represent the mathematical ideas. So if I talk about the mathematical tools, so mathematical tools are basically fostering the learning at many levels. Mainly, if I could name, then perhaps the learning of the facts could be one, learning of the procedures, and learning of the concepts as well. My dear good fellow friends, tools can also provide the concrete models of abstract ideas, or when dealing with the complex problems, they can enable the students to manipulate and think about ideas, thereby making mathematics accessible and more deeply understood. So mathematical learning tools, once combined with the technology, they are what I can say, ably visualize the things in various dimensions, because technological tools, as I have said, from calculator up to supercomputer, all right, may give you to test your facts in many dimensions, and this provides extended learning in different ways. Being a computer science guy, I think I think this is my forte, which I cleverly twisted the topic and I shared my view, because a learning tool can be simple as an image or as a complex as computer-based environment to improve the mathematical understanding. And mathematics is really what we can say, if people, in fact, once I am in childhood, my elders are saying, if you are good in perhaps you will understand all the subjects. I don't know how much they are right, but mathematics, the study of mathematics really gives us a confidence that we can do something better. So with this, my best wishes to the organizers and my sincere thanks and gratitude to all our renowned keynote speakers. Perhaps they will do adequate justice with respect to all participants. Thank you one and all. Honorable Vice
Good
Chancellor.
afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon,
Yeah.
sir. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to everyone. And I'd like to welcome all participants for this wonderful webinar, which has been organized by our mathematics department under the Faculty of Engineering. Faculty of Engineering has been very active for the last couple of weeks, who have organized almost 2 to 3 programs in everything. And it's wonderful having these ideas of organizing webinars and spreading knowledge across various spheres. That's a wonderful idea. I must congratulate each and every one of you, especially the leadership of the faculty and all organizers who have put in so much of effort to organize this program. And whatever the list you have shared recently of the experts, it's a wonderful team of experts which you have been able to gather at one platform, and I'm sure all participants will immensely benefit from their rich experience and the way they would share their knowledge and ideas on mathematical tools in research. Well, I'm not any mathematician of standard. I'm a management person. However, I do have certain ideas which I'd like to share with you. What I like most about mathematicians is that their great ability to develop mathematical models out of an abstract ideas. You know, their ability to put any kind of a problem into a mathematical model, because that then makes life easy for someone who can practically solve those problems using hardware or software, whatever it is available. If you look at a couple of decades back and today, even the life of mathematicians have become far more easier because there are enormous amount of tools available on softwares where you don't have to struggle find solutions to those problems. I remember when I did my research, every calculation, including arriving at percentages, averages, standard deviation, applying whatever statistical tool, everything was done manually. So the life, though, of course, become very easy, but what is most challenging today is developing the problem itself is becoming far more challenging. When I look at research as such, whether it is mathematical field or engineering field or two distinct paths. One is data and another one is analyzing the data for results. Now, to collect data, it is essential for us to build the problem, a sound problem. Most of us, in fact, don't spend so much of time in the process part of research. This is more because today we have access to various softwares where we feed in any data and it's bound to give an output. Unfortunately, I have been witness to large number of research presentations, thesis, where the individual has a very sound mathematical models or matrices or many multivariate tools being used, and even structural equation being used. But we have found them lacking in process part. That means what tool to select, what methods to select, how have they arrived at their problems, how to formulate the objectives, and including how to, formulate hypotheses. We don't spend so much of time on it. Many of us actually flounder in even at literature too. We are not able to fathom the reasons behind literature review, unable to come out with, research gaps clearly out of literature review. It's a, has to be a mix of the two approach.
Hey.
Your mathematical analysis as well as developing an appropriate problem and collecting right kind of data using the right type of methods. That becomes very, very important. I know whatever mathematical tools as an management research I have come across and used them is most often in management we use optimization technique, and then of course matrix algebra is also used in many applications. And another important application which I find mathematical application is multivariate analysis, and where you got to deal with the large number of variables at one point in time, especially marketing related problems. We come across situations where mathematical modeling has to be used to arrive at a particular solution of the problem. When I look at mathematical models, I look at 4 different types of results. The first one is estimations, second one is predictions, third one is the growth rate and percentages, and fourth one is graphs showing change over time. So these are some of the things I'm sure a lot of our participants would learn at the end of the session, and I wish every one of you that when you go out of this webinar, you go out much more enriched, and I must thank our experts who have kindly agreed to be part of our webinar and share their immense knowledge and experience so that it's everyone's benefit. Thank you. Thank you so much, and all the best to the organizers and the audiences and of course our expert team. Thank you. Thanks so much.